Welcome back, my dollar bills, to Vlogoween! This video, I'm going to be telling some Halloween stories from my past. Before I get on to these stories, I just want to say that they're not scary stories because I really haven't had anything too scary happen to me before. Like, I haven't been chased, no one's broken into my home when I was home alone with a friend or anything like that. But here's some of the most interesting stories that I have, or that I was able to think of beforehand. Also, I hope you like this new version of animation or stop motion. I'm gonna start calling it Sketchpad. Tell me down below if you like it, but this is the first time I'm trying it out, so hope you like it. Several years ago, I went to a Halloween spirit with my family. As I walked in the store, I noticed that there were a lot more animatronics than last year. A bit later, when I was still trying to find a good costume, I was walking in line with my family down the aisle when all of a sudden, a huge spider pops out at me, making some noise. My instinct made me jump back and yell loudly in the store. Just for those wondering, I wasn't quote-unquote girly yelling, or even a manly yelling. I actually yelled the first bad word my family has ever heard me say. I wasn't in trouble since they were all laughing at me. So one year for Halloween, I went trick-or-treating with two of my friends. We were having a good time walking door to door getting candy from strangers. When we got to one house, me and one of my friends got our candy first and walked off the porch onto the lawn. As we looked back, we saw our other friend, Eminem, who has a channel, by the way, go check him out. He was standing on the edge of the porch looking at us. He looked down and then back at us. In his mind, he thought there were stairs there. In his defense, it was dark then and the yard wasn't illuminated well enough. But all of a sudden, he takes a step forward. We yelled to him, telling him, "No, don't do it." But we were too late. He had fallen off the porch and caught his tailbone on the edge. It was clear that it hurt a lot, but our friend and I started to laugh and ask if he was okay. That story cracks me up every time. Even to this day, on Halloween, that story always gets brought up. The next year after the porch story, Eminem and I went to this Halloween carnival with his mom. She was running a booth there, which means we got to help. The game we had was simple. Just throw a ball in the hole, and the smaller the hole, the more candy you get. That year for Halloween, I was dressed up as Spider-Man, and I don't want to brag, but that was a great suit I worked on. Eventually, we were getting a lot of little kids over at our booth. And it turns out, all the little kids thought that I was the real Spidey, so of course, I went along with it. I jumped on top of a cubby, doing poses and handing out candy to the winners. Man, that was a good scam. I mean job.